backwash cycle, the first thing that you need to remember is you never ever move this handle while the system is running. You don't do that. You don't open the pump basket while the system is running, because that water pressure in there is very, very strong. If you try to move the handle on the multi-port valve while the system is running, you can knock the gasket in there out of place, as well as it's just going to cause problems. So general rule, never ever touch anything with movable parts at your equipment pad unless you've turned the system off first. So if we're going to run a backwash cycle, the purpose of that is to clean off that debris from the top of the filter. So we would come over here, if the system was running, we would turn it off, we would switch our handle to backwash, and then we would turn the system back on. When we switch it to backwash, what is actually going to happen inside of the filter is the water is still going to come in through this pipe from the pump. Instead of going into the top of the filter, it's going to be pushed into the bottom of the filter. The water is going to go back up through the tube in the middle, and it's going to clean off the top layer of the debris inside of the filter. So basically the water is going to push up from the bottom up to the top, and then the water is going to come out through the waste hose, which is typically on the back side of the multi-port. You'll find this, sometimes it's hard plumbed into a system, and sometimes there's a blue rolled up backwash hose. So it's important, if you're going to backwash, make sure that hose is rolled out entirely with no kinks or bumps in it before you turn the system on. So when you're ready to backwash, you will turn on your system. A typical backwash cycle, you need to run until the water in the sight glass, which is on the side of the multi-port, runs clear. You can also watch the end of the backwash hose if you have a line of sight to it. Probably 3 to 5 minutes is a typical length of time for a backwash cycle. So when you're all set up, then you can go ahead and turn that on.